going on YouTube? It's your boy Mike J Lifestyle with another vid. And today I'm gonna be chopping up just a little vibe check. How y'all doing? Praying that y'all doing well, staying blessed and enlightened, living righteously as you can. Because each day is made for us to be better and become even better within ourselves. And we will grow to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. We will always live in our purpose. I'm claiming that and manifesting that every day. And I know the person hearing this, the sound of my voice, the person that may not ever come into contact with me, we will all be living in our purpose. And I know this because I have faith. And it's just, I've been feeling very aligned with myself. I've been feeling very in tune with just nature and how everything is just moving along. I pray that you guys are feeling aligned as well. Just been feeling more like you finding purpose, finding more reason to be yourself, not to be like anybody else, or just you finding more reasons to just be comfortable and invest in yourself. That's what I've been learning and trying to continuously adapt to and enjoying myself and adapting to myself and making sure that I'm fully meditating on the decisions I'm making, meditating on the things that are around me. Because I want, life is amazing. Everything, we go through so much stuff in one day, in just a matter of months, matter of seconds. We go through so much in so much amount of time that it's easy to overlook what's right in front of us. Whether it's working, whether it's waking up to, try to find a good mindset to be in, trying to make that happiness in your mind. Waking up to, just to wake up, just to be able to see, breathe. That's what I find joy in. I find joy in just being alive. Yeah. I gotta work on just staying consistent, staying ready in my mind about just being active, working and just not working, but just being active, making sure I'm giving glory to God, just making sure I'm moving around, make sure I'm not stagnant. I don't like being stagnant because I just feel like I'm stagnant. Nobody want to be stagnant. Don't want to be in one place all day. You know what I'm saying? Or just you don't feel like you're not growing. Nobody want to deal with that all their life. So I'm just going through the day as it is, and I pray y'all going through it as well. Pray y'all staying away from conspiracy theories. Ooh, excuse me. I just had that little frap. Boy, that coffee, that iced coffee be hitting, y'all. But yeah, man, I hope y'all staying away from deep diving into too many conspiracy theories, because at some point in time, the conspiracy theories are just gonna pile on, and it's just gonna seem real repetitive. Whether it's false or true, shit is gonna be real repetitive, and it's just shit that's been going on for long periods of time. I don't really pay attention to conspiracy theories because it's just a theory. Either it's true or not. Niggas be, I don't really be trying to pay too much attention to stuff like that because it don't matter to me. A lot of conspiracy theories, whether it deals with sports or actual life, war and propaganda, that shit it definitely be mind-boggling to me. It be confusing because some shit be happening. You could tell, you could play it out. But it's like, if you keep researching things, if you're very invested in theories and you're researching them and you're finding the true facts and stuff, if you feel like you're finding things and it's not aligning with you and you can't do nothing about it, just pray about it. Or actually try to do something about it. If you feel like there's something that you can learn about, if there's a theory that you feel like you can learn about or find about, if you could change some shit about it, that's what's up. Only conspiracy theories I'm okay with is like shows, because that shit's obviously fake. If you could talk about, you could definitely open a new perspective of thinking through looking at theories and shows. So in that sense of shows, I'm open to that. But then it's also a section of that where people take theories and they'll always connect it to life. And it's theories slightly take the joy out of life. You don't want to make life so unfair for you with yourself that you just lose motivation to look for stuff that's actually good, that's actually happening, whether it's the mass majority or it's the mass minority. You got to be able to live. Whether the theory was true, if the theory you find out or the theory you thinking about, if it comes out true, then what? What are you gonna do with it? How's that gonna change how you move going forward? You know, a lot of theories. When I figure some shit out that's fucked up, it don't change shit for me. It be fucked up. It be thing. Obviously I thinking in my head like, dang, that's crazy. That's messed up. But what you think I'm finna do about it? Let alone if it's for a TV show involving any type of governmental acts, because the way the government's set up, whether it's America or anywhere, a lot of governmental structures and systems they're not gonna, pertain and help literally everybody. They're not gonna do that for everybody, because if that was the case, you wouldn't have governments. It's a lot of things that we should just be able to do just out the kindness of our heart for each other. It's things that we should be able to do and live just out of pure moral and standard kindness niggas feel for each other. Like the way the laws are made up, it's great, and it's very honorable to have governmental systems that actually value human rights, that's actually putting out strict obligations for people to live by. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody not finna do that, obviously. And then there's people who abuse their own knowledge, abuse their own resources. Because even with 12, the Jakes, them federoonies, the goddamn cops, them niggas damn near originated out the KKKs. Really, like, them niggas, whether you go in there and you're the best cop you can be, you're still gonna be attached to that negative ass origin story of what the origination of federal agencies being. And there's a lot of things that we as humans, we do to each other that distance each other from learning and living in one accordance. And it's not gonna be changed overnight. Maybe it could be. Just imagine that. That's the only theory I could put out to the world that I want to learn. The truth is, what if everybody literally cared about each other enough to not want to deal with currency? If everyone just cared about each other enough to not want to be in everybody's business or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, that's a lot of idealism. That's a lot of my own opinion, and it's like, it's whatever. Even if I got my way, I'll damn near get bored because it's my way. I want to live a life where I can enjoy. It's so vague that I can't even tell you how I want to enjoy my life, because every human should have the choice of free will, and that's fine. We do have the choice of free will. It's the consequences that come with that, and you gotta really think about the consequences of whether there's a law. There will always be consequences whether there's a law or not, because whatever you put out into this world would definitely come out back to you. So it could be like that's why if people who are religiously or tied to spiritually, God is Christianity or whatever parts of faith you have, you gotta really meditate and digest the I don't know if you heard me. You gotta really understand, meditate, and digest the readings that's inside those texts, because it's a lot more deeper. It's a lot deeper, or it's a lot simpler than we may make it to be, and it can be multiple ways. That's why a lot of spiritual text, it still holds to this day, because it's actually spiritual text and aligns with. It has no time attachment to it, because it's divine, it's authentic, it's real, it's not. You know what I'm saying? What's divine will prevail timelessly. And it's just ways you gotta live. Cause it's just better to live like that. Like, why not? Why do you want to live and be mad at motherfuckers? Why you want to live and just do the shit you do? Why allow the stuff people put onto you to affect you? The stuff that people put out in the air, you don't have to allow that to affect you. It's harder harder to do than, it's harder said than done, you know what I'm saying? But that's the perk of it. Once you master that, your own sense of self, you get to be more present in mind, and you just get to have more free will of yourself, because it don't matter what the next person says to you. You know how you feel about yourself. You are confident in your own purpose. You're confident in your own living being. You know what you're doing. So it don't matter if someone's in the opposition or someone is actually glorifying you. It might not make a difference, because that's just something you used to doing. So it's like, life is amazing. Don't block your own blessings being too invested in the future. Invest in your future, but allow yourself to be present to understand that the future is always going to change. We don't know the future. If someone tells you what they think the future is, they're lying. And they're obviously lying. It's easy to predict some shit by simple things. If you really looking for somebody to predict the future, bro, you could predict your own future. You're doing it in your sleep. Pay attention to your dreams. If you pay attention to your dreams, if you don't dream, try to really think and meditate and just try to imagine. Get into your imagination while you're sleeping with your eyes closed. Dive into your imagination while you're dreaming. Really understand what that dream is telling you, whether it's direct or if it's through imagery. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more to life than what we may think it is, and there's a lot more life that we are open to. Not even through this physical being. Like, there's so much more to life that we don't know, that we don't need to know. You just gotta live and be happy where you're at right now. Because if you do what you need to do right now, it don't matter where the future holds, because you're gonna be prepared for it, because you always act in accordance of yourself as of right now. That's why I'm kind of making these videos, because it just helps me express myself, helps me release my own tension I have inside myself, and I feel like I help other people that may have a similar opinion to me. And I also want people who don't have an opinion like mine to either inform me or just, give me your opinion. Let me know, because regardless of how you may feel, I'm gonna take what you said, I'm gonna think about it, I'm gonna just check to see what's happening. I'm always test what's going on, and then I'm gonna keep it pushing. So pray that y'all doing well. Stay blessed up there. Don't let nobody tell you you're wrong. Don't let nobody tell you they know your purpose or know your future. It's okay to allow people guide you and have a mentor. Understand that mentor can only take you as far as you want to go. So you gotta be prepared to take yourself to new lengths. You gotta really allow yourself to be unbound to things. You gotta allow yourself to be open to just all agencies of positivity. Allow yourself to be open to all agencies of positivity and cast out any demonic, any negative interference that may be in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because, you might not think about it, but, it's always good to just be positive. You never know how much better your day will be just by thinking in positive thoughts, or just having silence in your head for a moment. Give your brain a chance to actually take a break of thinking, allowing yourself to listen for that divine interference, listen for that divine intervention. God will talk to you. It might not be, or it might will be. In my opinion, I feel that God talks to me, or Jesus talks to me through the Holy Spirit, of course. But the voice, as in like me actually trying to help describe what it sounds like to you, I don't know, because when I know it's a thought that's not of my own, because it's something that I haven't thought. Like, it's hard to explain, like with spirituality and my Christianity, a lot of things seem too good to be true, or it seems very cliche and naive, but it's purely not. It's just it's funny as hell, because it's contradicting, and is very, in my mind, it's very contradicting in that aspect. It's not naive, and it's not, not nothing too pure. It's like, if you believe in manifestation, you believe in stuff like that in the universe, how can you not believe in the ultimate creator? And it's so much we could do. tell better ourselves. But back to what I was saying about this voice. It sounds, for me at least, I'm only speaking for myself because I don't know what anybody else hears. But for myself, I know what it's like to hear my own thoughts, because my own thoughts are like, right now, you hear my voice, it sounds like this. But when I feel like I hear a holy divine interference, a holy divine communication in my mind, it sounds like me, but it's a lot more. It's a lot more volume and character to the voice. It sounds like me, but it's not me. It's like, if you understand what I'm saying. I don't know if I described it too good, but it sounds like me. But you could feel it I could feel it within my own self that wasn't a thought of my own, and it wasn't a demonic thought. Demonic thoughts, well, you could tell. Not demonic thoughts. You could tell when you're thinking off of pure instinct and demonic thoughts, because it don't have any benefit for yourself. If you're thinking about something and it's the first option, it might be you gotta really dwell on what you're thinking about and how it will play out. Even if you feel like it's good, really go through the hypotheticals of you carrying out that day. If you know the people you're around, you know what you're gonna do. You have faith, or you keep putting that faith in that thought is a positive thought, it will be positive. If it's something that seems like it's kind of not working with you, but it's like it's something new, like say you're not used to doing positive things, let alone receiving positive emotions, receiving positive feedback, it's always going to be different and hard to adjust to new ways of living. So it's like you gotta really feel it. You gotta really feel within yourself. You gotta really get presence within yourself, so you know that when something is really working for you, you feel that motivation. You feel like you're moving on. You feel like you're going to succeed. It's a sense of emotion that goes throughout your body that feels like you're on the right path. And when you have certain thoughts, they will give you that sense of emotion. Like when you take that moment, you take that time to actually think about yourself and think about that thought that was made, that is working in your advantage, because you're actually taking a second to think about what you're about to do. So whether that first thought you might have had was demonic, it can no longer be, because you're actually thinking. You're thinking about it. You're processing what's going on, and you have the choice. So there is no demonic or negative interference that can be made unless you allow it to. So you have to think it. If you didn't think it, or if you're going based off instinct, that's something you thought you just did immediately. If you take that time to be